from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off play action. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same sit.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And Gordon's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain here down to the 22. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones to Gordon out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. Three yards remain for 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it right side to White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Shifts by him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. That's complete to White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
From the gun on third, Watson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And J.C. Jackson is a name that more and more NFL fans are able to identify. And last year, a terrific year to be a corner in the AFC East. Xavier Howard of Miami led the NFL with 10 picks. But J.C. Jackson of the Pats, he finished second with 9, and he just gets it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds Danny Amendola. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
On first down, it's Watson. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Harris, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Jones, off play action. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Jones. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Again, it's Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Jones now off the play fake. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Damian Harris, a 5-yard. Touchdown run, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Jones, off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn.
Brandon Cooks. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 98 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go play action here on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. Goes right back to Smith again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Jonnu Smith spent 4 productive years in Tennessee, but really broke out in 2020 with a career-high 41 catches and 8 touchdowns. They really love his ability to get downfield.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 63 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They run the counter. It's Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth-quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Kyle Van Noy back with the Pats in 2021 there on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 25 on second down, Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Collins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. To the air yet again, Watson. And now here's another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off down at the 2. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. That's pulled in at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Rolling to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Steps away. It's caught. Smith. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Watson into the hands of Cooks. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a first down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. Powering his way forward. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, there's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.